The need for personal privacy and why is it important? Not everyone seems to agree that personal privacy is a necessity and that it should be regarded a little bit more seriously and respected more. Like, for example, because today when I was laying on the couch still waking up in bed, I heard because my aunt was awake already, and she was talking about how she doesn't get privacy, but she was talking about how that really all privacy is and all the need for privacy is just that if you have something to hide, that you don't want others to see, and she says that's all it is, just that just to hide stuff. And I don't agree with that because I see personal privacy as a need, especially as having more of an introverted personality type. The need to just retreat, to get away from people, to just shut off and just recharge and just be alone, be by yourself. And the fact that I'm even filming in this garage right now just amplifies my point, um, about just the need to just be by yourself. It's being able to just to be you without the fear of being watched or judged. You can sit here and like pick your nose and scratch your butt and not have to worry. You're not going to do that if you're sitting in a room full of people. You just need to be able to get away just so you can be weird if you need to, or just do things that that aren't pleasant to do around others. I could go on with numerous examples of such stuff, but I'm sure your imaginations already have beat me to the punch there, so I'll just leave it at that. I don't know why people, um, some people, seem to understand it more than others, and I don't know, it's just that this need for privacy is so important, especially to me at least, because I mean, you can even do a Google search about the importance of personal privacy. I even found this article online which talks about the nothing to hide argument is everywhere. In Britain, for example, the government has installed millions of public surveillance cameras in cities and towns, which are watched by officials via closed circuit television. In a campaign slogan for the program, the government declares, "If you've got nothing to hide, you've got nothing to fear." And I just don't agree with that viewpoint because you just need to get away. It's a need, because if you don't have enough of it. I mean, I don't have the article in front of me, but I've read articles before that talk about like especially like in really like poor countries when whole families have to live in like one room, the psychological effects can be really severe because people their behaviors start being affected, and like I'm just going based off of memory from what I remember from this article, but it started talking about how when you're placed in that kind of situation, that you'll even you're less likely to delay satisfaction when it comes to stuff, like you're more likely to just indulge in things that feel good, or what have you. And so you just because you're just so miserable all the time, and you just can't wait to feel better in some way, shape, or form. It's very deep rooted, psychologically. So that's why I'm stressing the importance of it. So this article goes on with saying, "I encountered the nothing to hide argument so frequently in news interviews, discussions, and the like that I decided to probe the issue. I asked the readers of my blog concurring opinions whether there are good responses to the nothing to hide argument. I received a torrent of comments. So do you have curtains? Or can I see your credit card bill for the last year?" And another one here says, "I don't have anything to hide, but I don't have anything I feel like showing you either." And another one says, if you have nothing to hide, then you don't have a life. Another one goes, show me yours and I'll show you mine. And another one says, it's not about having anything to hide, it's about things not being anyone else's business. Exactly. I mean, you know, for example, there's certain things that, like, you wouldn't say in front of your mother, for example, you know, things like that. And there are things like, you know, like imagine if you had a lover, you know, you're in a romantic relationship and you're in a room full of people, you're not going to just like start like going at it and ripping each other's clothes off, you know? And that's an example right there of the importance for privacy. Human beings are just not, you know, at least in this society that we live in, that there's things that can't always be open. Perfect example right there. Right there. That was my aunt walking in on me filming. Not that I can really expect to have, you know, much privacy as I am in their house. I am a guest, so anyway, she was gonna pull her car in, but she told me that that I was okay because I told her I was just filming a video, and she was nice and told me that I can just finish my video real quick, and then let her know. I guess because she saw me all set up here with my camera and everything and laptop. Yeah, so that's what I mean right there. Um, just, you know, I would just love to just have at least my own room with a door, a solid door that I can close, lock, and just be me and not worry, you know. That I, you know, that's another thing that heightens my general anxiety is just that constant, um, you know, that constant wondering and worrying when someone's gonna walk in, you know, and if I'm doing something personal, whatever it is, even just getting dressed, I'm like just, you know, it's just constantly feeding that anxiety. Like, you know, if I get walked in on, you know, I mean, not like it's the end of the world, you know, but you know, there's things that, you know, you just don't want other people seeing. Now, my videos I share with the world, but when I'm here, actually sitting here filming them in front of the camera, talking, I need to be alone so I can concentrate and focus on what I'm talking about, and you know, just so I can get it out there right. Because I mean, I could have, you know, I've had people with me in the film before, like my friend MC Robin Hood, and CC99, which was off camera, and she was talking, and you know, that kind of stuff is okay, and they were in the video with me, but not just, you know, random people walking around. You know, I've done it before, you know, just because I was feeling really amped up and hyped up when I did that Unemployed Brian Hits the Streets video. Like traveling and even like driving, just trying to find work. So, hello. So I don't know what to do, guys. I was just out in public holding the camera in front of my face, walking around, talking to the camera like I didn't even care. I mean, that was a little exception there. I just kind of went out of the norm there for a video there. I was trying to do something a little bit different and interesting, but generally I can't really, you know, because I like a lot of times when I do these videos, I have to plan them in my head in advance, and like when I'm like at home and I'm washing dishes, I'll be basically doing the video in my head and constructing it the way I want it to sound and come out, and how I want to explain things, and how and like what points I want to make, how I want to transition from one point to the next, stuff like that. Um, Even the kind of stuff I was just saying right now, I can remember. You know, I was reciting in my head. You know, not maybe I shouldn't have See, because the trolls, I'm just gonna keep going on here and just explain. The trolls, they think it's an act, okay? They think I'm just making this all up, and that this whole life situation of mine and being unemployed and my mother dying of cancer, they think it's just all just an act and I'm just making it all up. No, that's not what I mean. Because I organize my thoughts, I put my thoughts together in my head, and that's what I mean. I'm just working all my feelings and all my thoughts together in a way that makes sense, that I can present through a video. That's what I mean by that. So, I mean, it's all, real, genuine things about me and my feelings and my situations and all that I just put out there as a way of therapy too, in a way, because if I don't get all this stuff off of my chest, I'll just go crazy. So anyway, I was just going off on a little rant there. So, I hope some of you guys now understand about privacy and why it's so important. It's not just, you don't need any privacy. Like, I had this one girl that I talked to once that I met online somewhere, and we had, dated like once, and then she didn't really want to see me anymore, which tends to happen sometimes. Not that this one wasn't materialistic and didn't care that I was unemployed, but she was telling me that she was saying that all you should be doing is eating, sleeping, and looking for a job, and basically because I was trying to tell her about personal privacy issues, and she totally disregarded that. And I know some of you critics out there are agreeing with her, like, oh yeah, she was right, she told you that's all you should be doing. And I was living with my dad over there in the kitchen. I mean, like, I shouldn't even have to explain. Like, I have videos from the years back that talk about and explain and show all my job hunting. And I didn't even start making videos until my first year and a half into my job hunt, and after I had a list of like 4 pages long of places that I had applied at and had still not found a permanent position, steady employment anywhere, even flipping burgers. And then I started doing videos. So all these people talk about that I'm unemployed because I'm spending too much time making videos. Okay. Yeah, you guys missed the part where I explain that I just come from a year and a half plus job hunt, and then I started ranting as that job hunt continued, and all throughout my adventures in finding work and going to the Home Depot Day Labor Center and finding work that way, which was pretty successful for me, just until I got all this had happened, and I had to come out and take care of my mom and all that. So, and I made videos about that already. So if you haven't seen those, and you're fresh off of the YouTube search page or related videos page, and you just happen to stumble across this video or any other video of mine, and you don't know my whole story and everything like that, go and check that out. So anyway, I'm just kind of going off. This was just supposed to be about personal privacy, and I turned this into a crazy long video going off into every direction imaginable. So anyway, I'm just gonna call this a night. Maybe no, I can't do another video because my aunt needs to park her car in the garage. So I'll just have to wait until next time, or do it in the backyard or something. Always having to go out and sneak around when I go and talk on the phone with somebody, I gotta go outside, because I want to just talk on the phone and just talk to that one person without everybody else in the house hearing. Even if they're not actively trying to listen and pay attention, they're still gonna hear and pick up on things, and then rumors, start, whatever you're talking about, that kind of stuff. Yeah. So rate, comment, subscribe, comment below. I mean, whatever. Hit the subscribe button, wherever it is. It keeps changing. It's on all different directions. Look for it. If you like my videos, I'm gonna try to keep doing more on, on all kinds of different subjects, because this is a variety channel. I do all kinds of random videos about everything. So anyway, adios, good night, peace out.